You hear that noise in the background? That's the air conditioner. I'm hotter than 98 degrees in here. Get it? 98 degrees, the band. So, 2016 is almost over and Simba's not in a relationship. Why? I'm gonna give you 10 reasons. There's many more, but this video will exceed too long. Now, we've all been in relationships before, and if you haven't been in a relationship, then what are you doing? Now, we've all had those certain relationships with that certain somebody where it just couldn't seem to click. It didn't seem to work out then. And then they bring these problems to the table you can't identify until you're out of that relationship. And then you look back and then you wonder, wow, look at the benefits of getting out of this relationship. Now, I've had relationships that went good and relationships that went bad, but let me just give you a little bit of my side of things. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, even though I'm still friends with this person to this day, but I'm not going to throw any names out there. I'm not going to throw anybody out under the bus. Linda. Now, you have certain people where it's just like a relationship with you is like, no, we know it's not gonna work. But friendship, sure, it's fine. Now, here are the things, the top 10 things out of many that just doesn't sit with me in a relationship. One of them is phone calls. There's no need for you to call me like 17 times throughout the day. Like, if I miss your call the first time, what makes you think I'm going to pick up the next 10 times you call within that same minute? Come on. Like, clearly I cannot pick up the phone. I am busy at this current moment. Please, I wish you would stop calling because my phone is probably not on vibrate and I'm in a meeting and it's important and everybody is silent because my pocket is going off. So, not only are you making it awkward for me because you just made me center of attention, everybody in the room's all eyes are on me, but you're on the other line of the phone getting upset because I'm not picking it up. Which brings me to number 2, my second reason, tending to your emotions. Listen, I am not your psychology doctor. I cannot pick your brain to figure out what's wrong with you. So if something is wrong with you, tell me. If you don't tell me, I'm going to assume nothing is wrong. Okay, now this is something I couldn't stand the most because I always have to run damage control. If something is bothering you, tell me. Don't hold it in, don't bottle it up, and then wait someday out of the random to finally explode in my face things that you've been holding on since you were 3 years old, and now I have to deal with everything. I have to deal with the popsicle that you dropped from the sandbox when you were 2 years old back in grade school. Like, honestly, what do you expect me to do? You expect me to look in the phone book and find little Jimmy who slapped the popsicle out of your hand during recess 15 years ago? Like, listen, it's statutes of limitation to your memory. You need to let that go. Which brings me to number 3. Ladies, pay attention. There's a difference between a guy who cheats and then a guy who looks. Ladies, you gotta get the difference between the two. There's a difference between a guy who cheats and a guy who looks. The world is filled with beautiful women. It's one thing for a guy to look, but it's another thing for him to go and pursue the person that he just looked at. Okay, now ladies, this is something that you could debate about with yourselves, with your girlfriends. Guys, I know you agree with me, but listen, I'm not choosing sides. I just want to be logical here. What I'm getting at this is pointless arguments. If a guy is looking at a girl and he just so happens to just look, there should be no reason why you are getting upset at him and then you guys are getting into an argument because of him just looking at a female. That's it. So the fact that I looked over to the right slightly because she waved and said hello to me, we're not talking for the next 15 days and losing precious time, quality time, us time, because you got upset and we got into an argument because I just so happened to look at another female while we were walking down the street. Ladies, you really have to pick and choose what to argue about. You got to be more mature about this, all right? Treat it like it's a museum. You can look, but don't touch, because he's gonna look anyway. Number 4, your personal issues. Well, I understand everybody needs help. Everybody needs somebody's helping hand to get them through stuff. I get that. I'm with you. No problem. I'll help you out. But if it's something that I know, everybody knows, the whole world knows, you can take care of yourself, don't bring it to me. Don't wake me up at 4, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because you got a spider crawling on your wall. If a spider's crawling on your wall, you wake up and you kill it. So unless you can invent a porthole for me that I can just step into and automatically be at your present location, don't even bring that type of issue to me, because not only will I ignore your phone call, but I will put it to silent and continue my sleep. It's either that or I could come up with an excuse the next day when I call you. Hey girl, I'm sorry. Listen, I told you can't call me at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You wasting my minutes. Listen, I'm free after 8 p.m. That's when I could use the minutes, okay? It's unlimited by then. No. I'm not on the unlimited data. Number 5. new love. I swear, life is like a movie, and if that's the case, I need a remote so I can fast forward through all the crap. It's like in the beginning, all that love and affection is there, the sweet talk, the nice chatter to each other, the hugs, the kisses, and then after about a month from now, things change. Just like Drake's album, nothing was the same. Number 6, questioning me. Unless I committed a crime and I'm a felon and I'm going to jail or I'm just getting off jail early, there's no reason why you should act as if you're my PO officer. If I'm going someplace, what is it you're concerned? Why are you questioning all of my every movements? All of my every movements. All of my every movements. Let's see if that's a word in here. Nope. Unless you purchased my legs, it should be none of your concern of which direction they're going towards. Number 7, jealousy. Now, if I'm talking with somebody and then they just happen to like me all of a sudden, I don't know about it, but you find out about it. So now you're upset at me because this person happens to like me. How are you upset at me because of that? You can't get mad at me because that person likes me. I have no control over that person's emotion towards me. Like, don't be upset at me because my words are slick and they run smoother than the shampoo that you use on your hair. Which brings me to number 8, checking the phone. Listen, by now, if you have to check the person's phone every time they get a text message, that relationship just needs to end. Because if you cannot trust the person that you're with, then that means you probably have insecurities. And you're probably doing this because out of your guilty conscience. Like, you shouldn't be coming to me with my phone talking about, well, who's Dr. Lynn and why you have to see this person tomorrow? Like, that's my doctor? Regular checkup appointment? You want to come? Number 9, eating off of my plate. By now, if you wanted something, you would have ordered it. Don't wait until I order something that you didn't want to order and then pick it off of my plate as I'm eating it. You should have just ordered it. Because when you do that, you make me really want to just pick up the plate, smash it in your face like it's a piece of pie. Then I'm going to really show you what an all-you-can-eat buffet is. Number 10, paying attention. Now, I'm a pretty good listener, but it comes to the point where it's one thing when you ask somebody how's their day and then they tell you, and then it's another thing when you break your day down into detail. Like, I do not care what time you woke up. I don't care on what side you stretched. I don't care about how you got off of your bed and went to the bathroom to go brush your teeth, take a shower, watch TV for 5 minutes, take a dump for 2, and then take a shower for another 7 minutes. I don't care about how you had to K-turn out of the parking lot to get to work. Just tell me, how did the day go? Good or bad? That's it. Hey, what's up? I hope you liked that video, because if you did, give it a quick thumbs up and don't forget to hit that button right there in that corner to subscribe, because I make videos every Monday and Wednesday. Also, don't forget to check out my last video right there, which was Dirty Cops with Antoine Couple. You might want to check that video out. It's pretty good. So, ladies and gentlemen, if the annotations here aren't working for you, then the links will always be in the description bar below, so make sure you check that out. So until we meet again, my friends, and I can't wait to meet you again back here in the jungle. You already know what I'm gonna do and what you always should do, and that's be you, be happy, be beautiful. Simba the Prince. Go home.